And we should be good. All right, let's start recording let's start the episode in 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome back to another episode of The Binding of Moonpir Boston Rebirth. I had to look at my notes to remember the show's title this week. It's one of those days. I'm your host, Boston. Joining me, as always, in our adventures in the basement is Moonpir.
Hello.
How are your adventures in the basement going, Moonpir?
Well, after we had conversations in Discord again, join the TVGP Discord channel, find the links on the right-hand side of the page, etc., etc. Mm-hmm. We had a couple of conversations in Discord about, like, different things I was trying to do. And part of that was I was talking about doing a normal run with Lilith, I believe it was, and Billisford pointed out that basically his recommendation was to not bother doing a normal run. And crap! My microphone is set up wrong. So that's a good thing a minute in the show, the fact that I've noticed that.
Do you need to start recording again?
Yes, please. God damn it.
We're going to keep the video going here.
That's fine by me.
Delete our track. Okay. A little bit of...
Fuck you, microphone, you fucking fuck. Hello, video people. This won't be in the show.
No.
This is why my microphone was off. It's because it was on the wrong microphone. Okay, I'm ready to start recording again.
All right, let's start recording in 3, 2, 1, record. Check.
Michael. There we go. That's more like it.
Okay. Let's... All right, our video recording is still going. Let's close my blinds there a little bit. That's... Well, now they look purple. Okay, we'll just keep them open. Nope. Keep them open. There we go. All right, you ready to start again?
Yeah.
All right. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome back to another episode of The Binding of Moonpir Boston Rebirth on our 6th episode already. If you're watching the video version, hello again. Technical difficulties.
Hello again.
Yeah. I'm your host, Boston, and joining me, as always in our adventures in the basement, is Moonpir.
Hello.
Let's talk about your adventures in the basement, Moonpir.
Yes, as I was saying, we had discussions in the Discord channel about how I've been doing runs on normal with people, basically. Mm-hmm. And what I've been doing is I've been going through with everybody. I realized I hadn't done anything with Lilith. So last week I beat Greed Mode with her, and I thought, I'm not going to go normal. I'm just going to go hard. Like,
yeah,
forget about it. Let's just do hard. Let's just try and get that stuff filled in. Went in and failed miserably.
Well, it's
over and over,
Lilith,
and over again.
Oh, Lily.
So, yeah. I did that for a little bit. Then I tried another couple. I just tried to plow away a little bit of hard mode this week. Mm-hmm. It went as you'd expect. I'm back to like -20 again now, I think. Well, because it's like I got so used to everything on normal, and now everything hits like a truck.
Yeah, you have like way more champions and way less consumables and more curses and
yeah.
I mean, it sounds. This is about the point. Billisford had a really good suggestion, I think, where you're sort of at the point where you know Binding of Isaac well enough that you can ratchet up the difficulty and just sort of play on hard by default.
Yeah.
But like Binding of Isaac tends to do, it will smack you down pretty quickly. Where it's like, oh, you want to try something new? Well, smack.
Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what it did. It hit me a fair few times really hard in the face. Just... like, I can't even remember any of the items I was getting because they were all just the same old generic, non-helpful stuff that you don't need.
Oh, great, like, mom's underwear. Thanks, that's what I needed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But yeah, it's just hard mode kicking me in the teeth a little bit this week. It also, like, I mean, it doesn't help. Like, I've had kind of limited time this week. There's a lot going on right now, so it's been one of those things where I'll sit down, and because I'm also, along with doing it on hard, I'm doing the thing that me and you discussed, which is I'm going as fast as humanly possible, and I'm trying to get that methodology down for getting to boss rush, for getting to hush, consistently. So I'm trying to do that at the same time as doing hard mode runs, because I figure if I do that, maybe one day I'll take a week off you on the daily runs.
Right.
We'll see about that, though.
Yeah,
that
this week was another rough one with daily runs too. The only one I had written down was, I think it was yesterday's, the one where I made it like 43,000 points, and it was just because by the third floor I was guppy.
Yeah, and as you correctly predicted on Twitter, the first devil room that we got, it had Guppy's collie. Guppy's pet dog. No, it had Guppy's collar. It had Guppy's tail, and it had something else, and I don't know what the other thing it had was. I've never had it before.
Oh, Maw the Void.
Yeah, I've not unlocked that in my regular play yet, I don't think. So I didn't know what it was. So I was like, 1 heart, I can do it. I'm good enough to be able to do that, because I had 1 red heart and 1 soul heart.
Yeah.
So I thought, well, I'll do that. That's fine. I can handle it. First room I go into, all those champion headless things, the green ones.
Oh, God.
4 of them. With a hole in the middle of the room, so I could only go in circles. Yeah.
I picked up both. So Maggie starts out with 5 hearts, which I forgot, and the first 2 were 1 heart, and then Maw the Void was 2 hearts, and I was just like, I love Maw the Void. So what Maw the Void does is, if you're firing tears for 3 seconds or more, and you stop firing, it generates this giant black circle around you, and if you kill enemies with it, they have a chance of dropping black hearts. So it's this really good risk reward where you kind of have to get up on a lot of enemies after you've been firing for a while, but the payoff is pretty big. And I kept looking at it, I kept sort of like dancing in front of it, where I was like, am I good with 1 heart? Am I good? And I decided not to chance it, and when I went into the curse room on the next floor, the stone chest in the middle had Guppy's head, and I was just like, well, okay, let's do this. So that run turned out pretty well.
See, I avoided the cursed room and instead went up, because the cursed room, you started that the cursed room was on your left. I went up, and up was the 4 explosive green dudes.
I think the only thing that saved me from that room was flying because of Guppy.
Yes.
So
so sad. Well, also to keep things on the record, this week's so far score is 5-1 to you. So again, it's a week I've taken 1 off you.
Yeah.
With me having run today's daily run at 5 a.m. this morning, I think it was.
That's my time usually. I wake up with the baby at about 4. I remember it was about an hour later.
Yeah, it was 6 when I did it, because I loaded it up and was like, oh, I'll do the daily run now. And then it was like, oh, you've still got to wait for the next daily run. I was like, okay, I didn't realize it was that early.
Never mind then.
Yeah, so I came back to it after a little bit. But today's daily, I think I described it to you on Twitter, it feels very powerful. But because it's Eve, it's also a Razor's Edge run where 1 hit. Excuse me. Yeah, where 1 hit and you're in a lot of trouble.
Well, you start off with the very first room has an item room to the left, and it had Book of Revelations in it. I was like, okay, well, here we go. I gotta, use the Razor Blade once and then pick up Book of Revelations, and then immediately on the course of the first floor, I got rid of my Spirit Heart because I was dumb, and I was all the way down to a half a heart by the time I beat the boss. And I was like, please don't do this. This is a run that I could win. Please don't treat me like this.
Oh yeah, I did okay in it. I think I made it to boss rush, but I think I might have. Did I do boss? I can't even remember anymore. I might have not made it to boss rush this time, but on yesterday's, I believe it was, I did make it to boss rush, and boss rush was made so easy thanks to one item which I wanted to ask you about. What is this super mega laser thing, and why is it so awesome / the best item I've ever had?
Oh, the one that shoots like a room-sized laser for...
Yes!
Yeah, that is, I think it's called Mega. It is... You unlock it... Let me make sure. I don't want to... It's like the very last thing you unlock. Yeah, you have to beat Mega Satan with every character.
Okay.
So unlike Godhead in the original release, like Godhead, this will be kind of the very last item you unlock. And for me, it was my second last item to pick up to get 1001%. My last item was stupid Pokeball. Yeah, that thing is stupid powerful.
Hold on. The stupid Pokeball where you can throw it at enemies and catch them?
Yep. And then when you throw it again, it releases them.
Yeah, okay, that's good, because that means that the last item you got, I got it really early.
Yeah, I had picked it up on some daily runs, and I was like, I've picked this up, yeah, why not? And then after I had picked up Mega, I was just like, what am I still missing? And there's one little question mark on my item screen. I was like, I swear to God. And of course it was that one. It was just something, it wasn't anything like raw liver or skeleton key or dollar bill, anything that's really rare. Nope, just Pokeball. Had to play greed mode until it came up. Grumble, grumble.
But yeah, that mega laser thing, that is insane.
It's ridiculous.
I trashed boss mode with that yesterday.
Oh, I bet.
I suffered on the wound levels because I didn't have anywhere near enough health for them.
Yeah.
I was a bit nervous going into boss rush anyway. But I had that, so I thought, I'll give it a shot. And you could wipe out like 2 bosses in less than a second.
Yeah, it does an incredible amount of damage. The only thing is, like, you can't unlock doors, you can't go down floors, like, you can't stop the spray. Like, it's just really, you're along for the ride. You can clear out a whole floor, but that's about it.
Yep, I didn't notice that much, and it was like I did a test use of it the first time I used it. I was standing outside of a boss room. I didn't go into the boss room. I was standing outside of a boss room and did a test use of it, and then just literally it was me firefighting myself around the room trying to maintain control.
Yeah.
It was like a hose that just would not shut off.
Oh, it's so good.
But yeah, I mean, this week's been a lot of attempting hard mode and failing, and it was one of those things where, because I was doing so badly on hard mode and because of my strange OCD with the challenges, the challenge I'm on is solar system.
Yeah, you're not really hopping around.
No, I should. I definitely should.
You should.
But I haven't done it. I haven't been doing that as of yet, so I need to get my head straight and not focus so much on doing them in order.
I like how you and I are so different on our approaches to Isaac. Like, when I was doing the challenges and when I was doing runs, like, if I was losing too often, you know, if I was playing Maggie, my least favorite character, if I was playing as Maggie and I'm trying to do boss rush and I'm just making it there at like 22 minutes because she's so slow, I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm going to hit random. I'm just going to play something to kind of get a palate cleanser. And I did the same thing with challenges where, like, I would pick some of the fun-sounding ones, or I'd be like, oh, I'll do Solar System. That sounds... Nope, that's garbage. Okay, I'll save that one for later. I'll do Technology... or Computer Whiz, or whatever it was. I was like, all right, that one was super easy. All right, let's find more like that. Let's try Speed.
Yeah.
Whoops. Not that one.
Yeah, whereas my approach to it is, this is the one I will do. I will not stop until I do this one. Yeah.
Well, the thing you need to remember, too, is the challenges unlock pretty powerful new items. Most of them unlock runes. Some of them unlock items. So the more ones you complete, the easier other challenges are going to be. So
because the challenges basically are the same as the standard run rules, aren't they? It's only items you've unlocked will appear.
Yep.
And the only difference really is the starting seed that you get.
Right. Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I really should do that.
Yeah.
I really should, because right now it's just...
If anyone's hearing
me.
that jangling in the background, it's one of
Yeah.
Moonpir's cats doing something.
Oh, she's scratching herself on the thing next to me. She's trying to get my attention because it's almost feeding time.
Ah.
Stop.
Jangle,
Stop
jangle,
that.
jangle.
Stop
The
it.
only run that I had this week that was really interesting, I had an Eden run. Normally, whenever I just want a palate cleanser, I just want to sort of play Isaac, I'll do Eden.
Yeah, I saw your photo about this on Twitter.
Yeah, I had to pull it up because I forgot what it was. By the second floor, I had Crown of Light, which I started with, which is incredibly powerful. That one, I don't think you have that one unlocked. I think that's a pretty late unlock. But basically, you have this lit up crown on top of your head, and when you haven't...
Oh, yes. I've seen it on dailies, I think.
Yeah, when you haven't taken damage on a room, it's like Legend of Zelda, where basically you're doing a ton more damage when you haven't taken any damage. I had Halo Flies, I had Spider Mod, and most importantly, in one deal with the devil, I picked up both Empty Vessel, which is one of my favorite items, and Abaddon. So, like, by that point, I had full Black Hearts and Spirit Hearts by the time I was on the second floor, and I had the power of both Abaddon and Empty Vessel, which is really, really, really strong.
So I'm assuming that run went well then. That was one of those great overpowered runs we mention so often.
Yeah, it's one of those... Well, the thing, too, is, like, I make the mistake a lot of times where I keep forgetting I'm doing a normal run, so I'll go do Boss Rush, even though the items in Boss Rush aren't good, and then I'll get halfway through Boss Rush and I'll get bored, so I'll stop playing. So instead of just like skipping Boss Rush or bringing something into Boss Rush to get me out of Boss Rush after I pick up the item, I just sort of slog through it and I'm just like, oh god, this is the worst. So
yeah, I see. So I'm assuming the Boss Rush, that's only worth it on the dailies kind of thing, and obviously to get your little post-it note marks.
Well, sometimes it can be really powerful on normal runs if you get an item in there that's really, really good. Or, if you have Chaos, it's always worth checking, where it's like, is Brimstone in there? Is, Empty Vessel in there? Is something really fun in there? But most of the time, it's like, it's 2 fly items, Mom's underwear, and Mom's pad. And it's like, well, I don't need any of those. I'm not close enough to Beelzebub for it to matter, and, the Mom transformation isn't really that interesting to seek out. So a lot of times you sort of go in there, and if you have something to get out of Boss Rush, then it's worth at least picking up another item. But a lot of times you can go in there and be like, nah, it's okay. Same with Hush, where it's like, well, do you want to gamble the health by fighting Hush, or do you want to just sort of skip all those items down there, which aren't guaranteed to be great? The items in the chest are guaranteed to at least be interesting, especially if you have high luck, but otherwise it's not super great.
Yeah, I mean, that's something I probably need to take into account more often, to be honest, because with Isaac, I think I've done, I'm not sure, but I think with Isaac I might have done Boss Rush on hard. I haven't done Hush on hard, so it means I can, when I'm playing normal runs with him, I can just avoid Boss Rush. Yeah. Or, like you said, if I've got one of the teleportation cards, go in, take it, get out.
Yeah. I think there's a bunch of items, like, I don't think you have Get Out of Jail Free yet. I think that's one of the Afterbirth challenges unlocks that. You can also use Dad's Key. You can also use...
I've had Dad's Key before, but I don't think I've ever actually used it.
Yeah, Dad's Key, I think the description is it unlocks doors. I think the thing is that it unlocks all doors. It also unlocks secret rooms and Mega Satan's door. So that's usually the most important thing, because if you don't want to do the sacrifice room to get the capability of doing Mega Satan, that's usually the safest way. If you're willing to give up your active item slot, that's the safest way to sort of bang out Mega Satan.
So with Dad's Key, then, does that mean that does it maintain the locked doors in a room full of enemies, or can you just literally just walk walk into a room, I hate these enemies, walk out.
Yeah, I think you can. Yeah, I think you can. Yeah, it's it's
really
the same
handy.
way as bombing out of a room, where it's literally like, I don't want to fight any of these enemies. I'm just gonna bomb this door and get the hell out of here.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, I don't
They
think
have to.
I think it's like a bomb though, and that doesn't open boss room doors. I don't remember.
Oh, we'll
Interesting.
find out at some point.
Yeah,
But yeah, I think I do need to diversify my gameplay.
Yeah.
To sound all businessy here,
yeah,
but yeah, it's a big issue with me. Is like it's the way kind of the way I play games. I will focus on something and I will go for it until the cows come home.
yeah.
It'll be a case of this is what I'm doing, no matter what. This is my goal. This is my target. This is what I'm going to do.
Yeah, one of my favorite things about Isaac is that random button, where it's like, I'm just going to put it on hard. I've got a whole bunch of stuff to unlock. I'm going to put it on hard, and I'm going to knock out something for someone on hard mode. All right, cool,
Yeah.
I'm playing as Samson. Let's do this.
Okay.
Yeah.
I might have to do that a bit more this week, because I will also have a bit more time this week, because my tutoring / babysitting role comes to an end this week. So,
So
once
now you get
again,
to-
I will...
your Isaac role gets more time.
Yes, also my packing role gets more time.
Ooh. And most importantly, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, we are sort of out of time this week. It's a bit of a shorter episode than normal, but we have TVGP to record, where we're probably going to spend about 2 hours talking about Prey, so we got to go. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching and listening here. Don't forget to visit tvgp.tv for all of your stuff and all of your links. Everything is on the right-hand side of the page, and we will continue our adventures in the basement next week.
Yes, we will, and thank you again for inviting me and tying me up in your basement, Boston.
All right, thank you very much, everyone, for watching the video. Bye!